Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. That penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. The offense changing the play. 4th down, Sellers. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The Cavaliers offense will now get its first chance with the football. And when these two...
After that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
3rd and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. Floating away. They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield. And the Cavaliers will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to have to strike this ball well in the face of this howling wind. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Sellers. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Hauls it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Sellers, on a little time, lets it go. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
I'll tell you what, it's so nice to speed that clock up with the quarterback. Hit him early, hit him often. Those shots start to add up. That thing comes out all over the place.
Sellers to the air again, using his legs to buy some time. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. And the Gamecocks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Swings it out to the flat. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold.
1
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Well, you really can't afford to get that type of call down here when you're trying to punch in a score. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got
been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Could not make his way to the corner. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside, it's Lewis. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They go right back to him. Got enough for the first. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. After one quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. First play of the period, first down here. Throwing, Holstein. Unloads it left. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
There is nowhere to...
And the extra point makes it 7-3. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll return it. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Here's Sellers to throw. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win. Fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Sellers. Going long. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
That is such a great play by that defender, and how many times on deep balls do we see PI? Do we see pass interference? In situations just like that, that defender did an outstanding job.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job.
Maybe a crease. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last two plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Sellers. Now he's going to break the pocket. Did the work himself. Lowers those pads. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference. How many times do you think they're going to run that one back in film study? Don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. That's a penalty, that's a penalty, that's a penalty. It'll be a long film study for him. Wide receiver comes in motion. Sellers. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Touchdown, South Carolina! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. A run for the quarterback. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Bunch formation for these receivers. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Ball's at the 27. His offense facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. The Cavaliers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Here's Sellers to throw. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
Man, these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide open wide receivers, you still expect them to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
Throwing Sellers. He fires one deep over the middle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Lined up in the gun, third down, Eli Holstein. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Cavaliers will send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Hey, guys, here on the away team sideline, guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards receiving in this game, and the way they're talking on the sideline here, they want to keep that going. I think
he lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Holstein. Caught over the middle. It's Martin. There he goes. Inside the 30. Inside the... And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Virginia.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't... than last time threw a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Bennett. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Got it down the field. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Oh, they're after him, and it's a sack. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Sellers. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We start with Akron taking on the Western Michigan Broncos.
The Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, Coach Elliott told me coming out of the locker room, the message of that is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. The Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Away from the defender. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The holding penalty will make it 1st and 20. Might be changing the route. Using his legs, it's Clark. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. He's out past the 35. And the defense drags him down.
If I'm a defense, I want to play conservative in these situations. Obviously, it's such a long yardage situation. I don't want to give up that many yards. I got to get the guy on the ground. Really nice effort by the running back, making him miss and, getting all those positive yards. But I got to play conservatively in those situations.
He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's Sellers to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Quarterback keeper. Stumbled to the ground.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Breaks into the open. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble, has another 1st down. And the Gamecocks are marching down the field. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Harbor. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. The Gamecocks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a 1st down. And the Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback will keep it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Moving out of the pocket. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense has it. They're on the move. Oh, break out the oxygen tanks. The 40. He's at the 30. The 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Well, this defense, David, has had their hands full all game long. They've given up some big plays. They're obviously down here late, but how about creating that takeaway deep in their own end?
And this is what you work on. Like these situations, I know I'm down. I need a turnover. I got to make something happen. Sometimes you give up bigger plays because you're trying to strip the football and make that happen. Nice job by the defense, executing perfectly. I got to get it back to my offense. It's 4th quarter. I need a turnover. Now, guess what, offense? It's your turn. You got the ball. Go do some damage.
Touchdown, Cavaliers! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. On the option. Picks up the first down. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite and you're a little bit flat and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
This game is decided as we check out the Week 11 scoreboard. Top 12 teams in the country. Of course, all of these teams playoff contenders. So the final period starts with a second down play. Motion from the back. Find some fresh air. Got enough for the first. Could be an alley. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. The Gamecocks with a response and a touchdown of their own.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing 2 heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And they tacked on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Eli Holstein to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
This offense has it with really good field position. On the option. He'll do it himself. The give to the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitchman one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling, and he showed it to you right there.
Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Using his feet. Got a little grass. He's at the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this 4th quarter.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field.
Conventional offense, like the clock is ticking, right? And they're down, and they got to get aggressive. He's still trying to run the football, but this defense, they've been a brick wall so far.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Here's Holstein to throw. Trying to set up the screen. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. 4th down, Holstein. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Cavaliers want to pick up the tempo. Holstein from the gun on 3rd down. Throws for the tight end. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
That's why it's so important.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Holstein to throw for it on 4th. Unloads to the wideout. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the away team sideline, this is so fun to watch these guys hype up their wide receiver. Every time they come off the field, there is yet another celebration. He has been an incredible downfield target, over 160 yards receiving, and he continues to eat. The quarterback keeps telling him, hey, you're my guy. I'm looking for you every play. They are feeding off of his energy here today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
Quickly to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Virginia will call its first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. And that's not going to come close as the defense stops him well short of this first down. Throwing, Holstein. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Holstein. He's going to take a shot. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Makes the catch. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. And the Cavaliers racing to the line in the hurry-up. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
Very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
Holstein throws to the tight end. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Off the RPO, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Timeout on the field. The Cavaliers have taken their final timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Quarterback making checks. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Slips a tackle. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's got it. That'll be a first down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long, and on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Throwing, Sellers. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Back to pass, it's Holstein. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
Looking downfield on 1st down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spot, like make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. This time it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the gun on third down. Here's Holstein. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
A nice play by this defense, and now you are one play away. Like, you've got the lead. You've got to pin your ears back. You're coming home, and you're playing the pass on this play, and you are trying to end this game right here.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
He strikes the ball, and the clock is stopped. No gain on the play.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Eli Holstein to throw. Got his man. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. And this to lock things up late. Defense gets the timeout call. 20 seconds left on the clock. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one can draw us even in the final moments. And he got it! And they tied the game inside a minute to go in regulation.
Man, that is a massive field goal. So much pressure on him. With just a couple of seconds left here in the game, he knocks it through the uprights. It looks like this thing's going into overtime as long as your defense is not completely screwed this thing.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Sellers. Here's the pressure. Complete to the left. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
That's the type of explosive play you love. He unleashes a long one. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one. We'll get it started here in overtime. On the ground, it's Clark. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They go play action with Sellers. Gets it out fast. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
And this is why defensively, man, you want to keep your guy in the pocket. Like, once he starts to scramble, all the rules change, and now everybody's got to kind of adjust, and the running back just works towards the sidelines. As he starts to roll to the right, he creates a little bit of space, and they just dump it off. It's a nice job by the QB buying some time.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. The run to the right. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Man, you play the whole game. Now it's coming down to, what, a couple of plays. It's in overtime. You're starting to move the ball closer to the opponent's end zone. Got to make a play. Got to protect the football. What's your go-to play after watching this whole game develop?
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made him look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. He's brought down. Couldn't find anybody to get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Play fake, Holstein. Caught in the back.